Okay, now I'm going to show you how to insert links and images inside of D2L. I'm going to start off with links. So a link is basically going to lead you to a website. So I went out and found this website that I want, and I want students to be able to go in and read this website, right? It's on CBC News, and I want it to be one click. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight this whole link, and I'm going to copy it. Control C, or I can right click on it and click on copy. Now, once I've copied it, I'm going to go to D2L. Now, here's what I say all the time. People, you can Control V or paste it right in here, and that's what the student's going to see. And I'm going to keep that there because I'm going to show you a better way to do this, which is a lot more clean. Again, going back to that insert stuff button, we want to insert something else. We've showed you how to insert a video and a video note from here, but if we scroll down just a little bit more, here is an insert link. And I kind of showed this when I was showing you how to also insert a YouTube video. You can do it this way as well. But when we insert a link in here, I'll show you this really nice feature it has. So we paste this into this box. Again, blue buttons are guiding buttons. We're going to click on this guiding button. But look at this box. It says link text. Now, this is really important, especially for young learners or people new to this, is you can be very explicit in here. So I always like click here to read the article for today's discussion, right? So by going inside and actually link texting it and going through this insert stuff, it allows you to do this. Now look at my link right here. This is a lot more easy for students to read. I have a thing that when I put a link in, I like to make it nice and big, even a little bigger than that so they can definitely see it. And that's the difference between the two. So again, we don't really want this one, so I'm going to delete it, and then I can just have this inside of here. So putting in a link is relatively easy. I always, once I put my link in, what I like to do is I publish it. And after I publish it, I always check it to make sure it's going to the right spot. One thing I like to do is I like to close out the tab that had that link already open and then click on it. That will allow me to see, is that link going to the right location? Is it working? There it is. I'm happy with that. Now I know all my students will be one click away from that link. Now I'm going to go back in here and I'm actually going to edit this post because I'm going to add something to this post that will allow me to make it a little bit easier to see. So a lot of times we want to make our pages really engaging because we want students to come in and see this. So what we can do is we can add images to this. Now, whether it be images that you're pulling for math to have discussions on, or whether it's images that you're just using to make the page look good, there's different ways to do it. The easiest way is to open up a new tab and use Google. So if it's coming off the web, you can just use Google, and I'm just going to say discussions icon because I want to maybe put a little icon at the top of this page, and I say, oh, I like this one right here. So you can copy and paste into D2L. That one I don't actually like because it's got those lines, so I'm going to use this one. So anything you do, you can right click on and copy this image. So when you copy this image and then you just click on the D2L link tab, you can then put that image right inside of D2L. But personally, I feel that image is a little large. So I can click on that image, and you see that I have this box. I can actually change the size of that image to make it work for me. And for me, I'm going to center this image. I want to show you another way to do this as well. You can also, if it's not working or for some reason some computers won't let you copy and paste, or certain images won't let you copy and paste, you can pick an image. So I'm going to pick this image right here, and you can right click on it, and you can also save it to your computer. So by saving a computer, remember, give it a name that you're going to remember and a location that you're going to remember. And the other way you can put this image in now is you can go to this button. And we haven't talked about this button, but it's the camera button. And this is how you bring images in. So when you go to the image, it says, where do you want to pull the image from? Well, I want to pull it from my computer because I saved it to my desktop. Drop file here or click. I'm just going to click to upload it. Oh, there's that image I wanted. I select it and open it. And then I just need to click on add. And this, you can label the image if you had a student in the class that needed everything labeled because they couldn't potentially, they have a reader to their screen or something like that. But most times we just click on this image is decorative and okay. And you're going to see now that this image is in here. Now you're also going to see that when I click on the image, now I have this little toolbar. And this little toolbar will allow me to rotate the image. It will allow me to flip it horizontally, and it will allow me to edit it. And it's got all these editing features in that you can use. You can go around and play with this, but one I like is that you can crop it. So if there's only part of the image you want, you can actually crop it right within D2L. And the big thing is always remember you have this bounding box. Now, if you get a really big image in here that's hard to get to that box, remember you have your toggle full screen. This will allow you, if the image was, say, really big, to grab the corner of that image, make it to the size you wanted, and then remember you have to toggle back to go backwards and do that. The last thing I want to show you is this. And it really is inserting a link, but it's inserting a link to a document. So we have images and links in here now. I'm going to insert stuff. And in insert stuff, the one we haven't talked about is you can insert anything from your computer. And so when you click on my computer, it's the same. You just go to any file on your computer. You can choose a file. You can look up different files in terms of that you have on your computers. The most common use for this might be something like a PDF, like this one. So if you click on a PDF, you can open it. It functions very much like that when you put in a link. You're going to upload it. Remember blue buttons. But when you upload it, you can go in here and remember link text, you can change the name of it. And remember, be very explicit. Click here to open the PDF, right? And when you insert it, now there is that link to that PDF. And what it actually did is uploaded that document on your computer into the background of D2L. So no matter what computer they're on, they'll be able to access it. Now when I publish it and go back to this feed, you're going to see a couple of things. You're going to see that when I look at it, I have an image, nice image to draw my attention. I have a one click to the article we're going to read today. And if I was to click here, it would open that PDF that I'd attached. You can see it coming right there. So that is a really quick tutorial on how to insert things like images and links and how to connect to different type of documents you might have on your computer.